So, the story begins at the end of summer 2025 in Berlin, where I packed up my life and carried the same 2 big suitcases I dragged from Japan to my new adventure in France. Hello, bonjour. I've arrived for my first artist residency, and it's a beautiful day at Pont Maxent. I'm waiting to be picked up. I have all my luggage here, all my belongings. Can't believe only 2 days ago I moved out of my Berlin flat, and my arms feel like noodles now. Not fun. It's a bit of a ghost town over here. A lot of parked cars, but nobody around. This past day has been such a whirlwind. Update. My original train to Paris was cancelled, and then I had to stay in Frankfurt for a night. Got no answers from Deutsche Bahn. Riding a train in Germany is a roller coaster, and I had to take the next train today at 6:56 a.m. So running on not so much sleep, but I'm happy to be here and excited for what's to come next. Hello, I've made it to my quarters, my temporary space for 2 weeks, and I love it. I love it so much. I need to take a nap, so apologies if I'm a bit slow with the video. My brain is running on like 20%, but a quick little tour before I take a nap. I have a little wash basin. This is where I can get ready, splash some water on my face, perhaps. Wow, gorgeous mantelpiece. My little princess bed. And apparently these walls have not been painted in 100 years. Here's the day bed, where I could take a little dusty nap, perhaps. And the view. It's kind of unreal to have made it to this artist residency that I applied to 2 times. Technically, maybe 3 times, actually, before the owner's daughter took over the residency. I'm the first one to have arrived. There's a writer and a musician coming later, and some volunteers. Oh my god. My hand is actually shaking from being so tired. So, I think it's time to get some sleep, some beauty sleep. Phew.
That's all gone now, and the house extended out to the farm area, and you can see it was all laid out much more French style.
Was it connected here?
Yeah, so they were the house was connected to the farm, to the courtyard.
So cool. Happy if anyone gets a point, honestly.
Yeah, actually, at this point, yeah.
Yay!
We are about to enter one of the most sacred rooms in this house, and that would be the costume room. This is Hermine's personal costume collection, and I'm gonna sort through these gems for the perfect little ensemble to wear in my painting. Gorgeous hat selection. This one is so cute. Oh, looks kind of like a navy cap. Oh, maybe it's not meant to go that way. Hold up. Is it side? I believe it's like this. Oh my god, wow. The challenge is I can figure out the right way to wear this.
Is that the right way? No?
Differently. Oh, maybe. If you go to Chevrier.
Hello! I haven't updated you in quite some bit because I've been living the off-grid 18th century life in the countryside. Very disconnected from my phone. But now I've been at the artist residency it's been 5 days and I feel fully settled in. I have another week left here and I'm reporting live from my beautiful studio for the time being. I love it here. I'm in the hayloft. This is where one of my favorite musicians, her name is Hermine Demaraine. She is a tightrope walker, a very talented artist and musician. But I'm here working on a series of watercolor paintings and I've made a lot of progress today. And I just finished also the poster for the end of the residency exhibition and performance. Here is my humble little setup. Got lots of natural light up in the hayloft. Have the slanted windows here. Got a little easel. Can't really work on this because I am working with watercolor, so the watercolor would be dripping, unfortunately. And underneath here is the tower that I'm working on. And I'm using elements, kind of like still life elements that I have found around the chateau. This one is the dove house that is actually right over here. Hello, dove house. And this was one of the architectural elements of the chateau that immediately stood out to me. And these other blocks are little toy blocks that I found in the dining room. And the bottom is this porcelain base of a candlestick holder. So basically, I started the kind of still life assemblage tower, but I scrapped the first version that I did. Originally it was a blue sky with clouds, and then I added a green wash on top, and then it looked a little bit apocalyptic, and it didn't really fit the whole whimsical scene of the tower. There's also a little bird character that I have yet to draw. There's a dove character that is ringing the bell because there's this ancient dinner bell outside of the chateau that we ring every time a meal is complete and ready to be eaten. I think that is so special, and I feel like I'm really just living such a fairy tale here.
But at the same time, they love tradition. I feel like they would want to fix it.
Here is my progress today. Finished the full watercolor sketch. Here is a dove woman ringing the bell. And I also made lots of progress on this one, which is a self-portrait of me sleeping in a shell. I'm kind of liking this graphite look also. I think it's time to get out of the studio and catch some last rays of sunlight. I have spent the whole day in the hayloft here. I have been listening to my favorite songs. I have a little playlist on Spotify called Meg's Mix, and it's a lot of like dancey, upbeat kind of stuff. I haven't actually shown you around my studio, so let me show you some interesting elements. This trapeze has quite a bit of lore. It was originally owned by Philip Petit. If you don't know who Philip Petit is, maybe you don't, because I didn't a couple days ago. When he was only 24, he walked across a tightrope between the Twin Towers, 80 floors high up. Later that evening, we watched Man on Wire, which is a really great documentary about Philip Petit, and I'd recommend watching if you're interested in learning more about him. I was completely moved to see clips of workers building the Twin Towers, and that day was September 6th, 2025, that we watched the film. It was only 5 days until the anniversary of 9/11, and I learned that Hermine got a postcard from Philip before he walked the cable, with just a line between the towers and a stick figure in the middle. I wanted to share a little bit about my experience here. This residency is called Château de Sacy, and it's been around for, I believe, 30 years, and I applied here 2 times and got in on a second time. And for this residency, it is 2 weeks. Usually it's 3 weeks, and I'm here as a visual artist in residence. There's a musician in residence and a writer in residence. The musician is from Edinburgh, and the writer is from Tennessee but lives in Edinburgh as well. And I'm working on a series of watercolor paintings here. I have been working in the hayloft in a little attic nearby, It's a beautiful studio. The downstairs is more of a music studio, more renovated and with soundproof walls and everything. And this residency was started by one of my favorite musicians, Hermine Demarain. I found her through Spotify, randomly was recommended her one day, and I was like, this woman sounds very much like Nico, and that's one of the things that intrigued me about her voice was just very Nico-esque, but with a French accent. And lyrically, her songs are just, they're very poetic. It really resonated with me, so I did some research on her, found out that she runs a residency, this chateau right here, and now her daughter Murphy runs the residency. You could say I'm a bit of a fangirl, just to be looking through the relics out here. So many secrets to be found, so many hidden messages amongst the walls and the floorboards and the tiles. This chateau has been within the family of Hermine for many generations, I believe. Fun fact, the chateau was actually built from other chateau elements that their family used to own, so it's kind of like a bit of a Frankenstein chateau in the most beautiful way, I would say. Yeah, there's been a lot of lore that I've heard about the chateau. There's cats that also live on the grounds, and there's a secret tunnel that is boarded up or something. I'm off on a basil run, or a basil run, as the Brits like to call it. I've come across a wee little tunnel under the street. This ride is so much better than the ride to the grocery store. I was roughing it.
Yeah.
Tweezledee.
Trees.
1906, but look how much trouble they've taken with all the...
And right, really. She was like my virginity, but she like knew
Wow.
them.
Oh.
I mean, it feels like a dream. This part feels like a Titian painting. That's true, because they have the Catherinettes with the hats and things.
Catherinettes?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, it's unmarried women who reach the age of 24, 25, like you become a Catherinette. Because I remember looking at this.
Wow.
I was like, well, that's relevant.
I'd be a Catherinette.
Yeah.
2 Catherinettes right here.
I know, it's like a more positive spin. She like was not going to
Oh,
have
it's
any
not the same.
suitors.
With the wheel.
With the wheel that was broken.
Catherine wheel.
It's basically for murder, like not murder, like crucifixion or something.
Yeah.
They put them around it.
You tie someone to the
Oh,
ground,
man.
all your limbs out, sometimes with like points of wood underneath each limb,
Yeah.
break all the limbs with a wagon wheel,
Yeah.
and then weave them while still alive into the wheel, and then
Oh my
stick that
God.
up on a post.
I just went on such a little hunt through all of these bushes to find the mailbox hidden in this little corner, and guess what I found? The Dida package! The Dida snail mail package! I feel like Keira Knightley after running around the front lawn trying to find the mailbox and then discovering the most precious snail mail from Dida. This was sent all the way from Norway, I believe. I've been at the Chateau for a little over a week now. The first message from the outside world, I feel. Oh! Wow. Mother and child. Beautiful. It's such a small town, and it was interesting spending a week there, seeing the same people over and over again. Wow. And I've seen this photo on Dida's Instagram, and apparently lily pads do change color with the seasons, so. Good morning. We basically have 3 more days after today. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going by so fast. And today we're having a show and tell kind of situation, like a check-in, you could say, on our work. I feel kind of mid about my paintings. Like I have 1 or 2 that I really do like, but then the others, they're still work in progresses. So I'm gonna have to work on that after breakfast. Putting the baguette bag out. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if we get any baguettes here.
Detract our attention from the sky. Not everyone's fighting, but it sure feels like they're all high.
Do you want to come? Will you be in attendance to this exhibition, Monsieur? Take one. Baguette delivery. Ba-bam! This is
Bread subscription.
the coolest thing ever. You just put a bag out here, and then the bread fairy comes and distributes the baguette. Do you hear the pitter-patter? There's a cobweb stuck to my phone. I let it free. It's a bit gloomy now, but really cozy. And I've just really been absorbed into my painting today. I think I painted non-stop for like 4 hours, almost 5 maybe. Maybe even longer than that. So I'm trying to crack the code of watercolor. Yeah, this light bit This has been really difficult because I just keep on going back in and trying to rework it, and now it just doesn't really flow so well here. But I think that's for tomorrow to try and tackle. I'm still fixing some small, slight details. I'm not so sure how I feel about the face, but overall, pretty happy with the colors and everything. This vertical composition, I think, felt a little bit overwhelming. Yeah, I think just the colors were a lot. But I'm leaning towards a landscape cropping because, yeah, it keeps in most of the details that I like. Like the top of the canopy here, all the metal detailing, keeping a lot of the lace here, the pirate ship, my velveteen rabbit. And I also showed the cropping to the writer in residence, who is an art curator as well, an art historian, and she also agreed. Even the triangle in the middle made sense with the way the ship is pointed and everything, so got some good input. Gonna work on that. So today's the last full day at my artist residency, and unfortunately I only have three and a half finished paintings, but I said at the beginning that I'd have 6. But given that I've only had 2 weeks here to acclimate to the space and make a site-specific project, I think, you know, 3.5 paintings is not too bad. I think it's pretty good, actually. But I'm thinking today, since it's my last full work day, that I could scramble together some sketches and also display those more as like a casual look into my process. Here are my quick sketches from objects and conversations around the chateau. Jeanne d'Arc haunting Pip's room. Another one emerging from the curtains. Shell baby from the bathroom. And a harp chandelier character from the sitting room. It's so crunchy. Today is the end of residency exhibition day, and unfortunately it's looking a bit gloomy, but the show must go on even if weather does not permit. We were meant to have the exhibition outside, but as you can see, it's a big old cloud. So as a result, we are hosting the event inside in the studio. This is below where I've been working. And here's a little preview right now. I have my little shell, Sleeping Green Fairy, the pirate ship, and the tower. Then have a little still life work in progress right here. All references for these paintings.
You stuck, floating like a bug on the surface, like an apple shining without a core. A worm is born in and torn out the rest. Let's deworm this orchard and restart your quest. Some creatures can feel love so holy. Those are all of you. Hear me now. Hold that tightrope steady, or I'll catch you if you fall. This old house welcomes you all. In the perfume, fruits of the orchard, fruits of the walnut, sorry. Secrets awaiting to be found. Walk amongst the lovers, dare to dream. We've got time here, clocks are not wound. Some creatures can feel love so holy. Those are all of you. You hear me now. You want me? Hold that tightrope steady, or we'll catch you if you fall. This old house welcomes you all. This old house welcomes you all. This old house welcomes you all. This old house